Go.
A lot of people are having problems starting this homework, so happy Valentine's Day to you. Here we go. When I look at the first four, we did those in class. Look in your classwork. When I go to sine of 25, here's my 25-degree angle. This circle has a radius of 1. That tells me the hypotenuse is 1. This point on the circle is labeled 0.91, 0.42. So I know that the x value is 0.91. That's the adjacent side. I know the y value is 0.42. That's the opposite side. So the sine of 25 will be 0.42 over 1, which is just 0.42. Okay, now we go to sine of 215. We're going to sketch that in standard position. There's the initial ray. I'm just going to put some generic terminal ray. That looks good. And we'll say now that this angle is 115. Now, I can't actually calculate the sine of 115 degrees using 115 degrees. I have to use the symmetry of the circle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to locate my reference angle. That's actually the angle I'm going to use for 115. I'm not using the 115. My assistant is nodding. That tells me she's starting to understand this. So I'm going to drop an altitude, and 180 plus what gives me 115? 65. And then I think to myself, wait a minute. Over here, this is 25, this is 90, this must be 65. And so this triangle in the second quadrant is kind of the same as this triangle with a few differences. Because it goes left on the x-axis, this is negative 0.42, and it goes up 0.91, and it still has a hypotenuse of 1. Okay, over here, this is 65. Opposite the 65 is 0.91. So opposite the 65 is 0.91. Opposite the 25 is 0.42. And now opposite, so here's 65, this has to be 25, but because it goes left on the x-axis, it's negative 0.42. The assistant is nodding, so I will continue. So now to find the sine of 115, even though I'm not really looking at 115, I kind of am, because this point here refers to the 115. It's on the terminal ray. My sine of 115 will be 0.91 over 1, which is 0.91. Now I can do the same thing for 225. If I draw 225, it's going to go all the way around. 205, thanks, assistant. And it's 25 past. So my reference angle, oh man, I got a mess problem here. Wish I'd written that up here. We'll put it up in here. And now this is 25. Sorry, I got a little squishy. So this is 25 degrees, and I'm just recycling these numbers again, but now it goes down 0.42, and this side goes back 0.91. This is still 1. So the sine of 205, opposite over hypotenuse, is 0.42. And that is your Valentine's Day present from Miss Strauss and video.